was just putting this up. I was just putting that up. Yeah. You look so concerned. You. So concerned. I don't even have sound alerts turned on right now. What are you talking about? Oh, sweet girl, should we do this? I don't really want to. Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh. It is cold and windy. For some reason I feel like I need to blow my nose all of a sudden. I don't know where that came from. We need to put our screens up too. Oh, you're ready. You're ready, huh? Oh, you're stretching out the leggies. Stretching out the leggies. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, are you ready? Here, let me see what's going on there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you're ready? Well, we need to probably need to put your bell on. Probably don't have to today. There's nobody out here. I think we'll be okay. Famous last words as you go and run off somewhere. Yeah. Famous last words as you run off somewhere. Ooh, burpy burp. Yeah, we're going that way. Don't be flashing your butt at the camera. Good thing you're a dog. Gonna get me all DMCA'd over here, or not DMCA'd, TOS'd over here. Yeah, you're gonna get me TOS'd. Oh, chat, it is frigid out there. Only because it's windy. It's actually not too bad. Temperature-wise, it's like 45, I want to say. Because the sun is already going down. It got up to like 50 degrees. At least that's what my thermometer on my van said. Who knows how accurate that actually is. But I guess we'll try this coat. But I may be too cold. Because it is so windy. I almost want to throw that other one on just because. I think I will. I'm going to put the puffy coat on just because it's so freaking windy out. Oh, it's right here. It's like I need my gimbal. I didn't know where it was. My nose is all of a sudden going crazy. Don't think I need the bear spray. We'll be good there. I'm wearing shorts too. That doesn't help for how cold it is, but it's okay. We're gonna go for a run tomorrow, and I'll stream as much of it as I can. But our plan is we're probably gonna go for quite a ways, so I won't be able to stream the whole thing. Oh, you want to go out? There you go. Man, it is windy. And it just picked up. It wasn't too bad this morning. Or, I say this morning, but we haven't been here that long. It wasn't that bad when we got here, which was about 3 hours ago. We got here right at lunchtime. Should I put your other? No, we should be okay. We're gonna chance it, not put her other harness on, and just let her free ball it. There we go. We'll just let her free ball it. Like, if you're not in the wind, it's actually quite pleasant out here. Quite pleasant indeed. Might get my sunglasses. Go for it. There's like nobody out here. Let's change cameras so I can just put my gloves on and be happy. Get all fat and sassy. But we'll see how this goes because it's so windy. One, you guys probably won't be able to hear anything. Two, it's so windy it might actually break my gimbal from working. So, but we'll give her a go and see what happens here. Start my watch. There we go. I'm not bringing my extra battery because at the most we're only going to do like a 5K. We're just going to go down here to where it crosses the road and come back. Oh, we need to get down to the trail first. This way. I was gonna go all the way down to like Black Canyon today, but when we got to the top of the plateau here, and I was like, there ain't much snow out here. Like, there's a little bit higher up this way because we climbed down and probably about 200 feet to get to where we're at now. So there's a little bit like in the shady spots, and then of course as you get closer to the north rim of the Grand Canyon, because it's actually about, oh geez, it's probably almost 1,000 feet higher than where I'm at now, because I think we're almost at 8,000 feet, so it's about 500 feet probably. It might be close to 1,000, who knows, but I'm guessing there's probably a lot more snow there. But there's like, I came through here the same time last year, and it was, you couldn't get down the road. These roads, like the road that I'm on right now, camped out, because there was so much snow. Actually, even when I was here in November, or no, late October, when I drove through here, there was already a significant amount of snow. Now, I was looking at the forecast, and it is supposed to just dump snow in the next couple weeks. So that was another reason why I was like, take advantage, like come here and take advantage of running on the trail right here for a little bit, because I won't be able to here shortly. So my watch must have finally got signal. Did it start or did it get signal? I think I would have been okay with that other coat on. Oh well. well. I'm hoping that we're going to be, since we're down, you can just hear that wind roaring on the trees. So down here, it's not too bad. So maybe we'll be okay. And I hope the wind stops for tomorrow, because otherwise, we may not stay here. If I wake up in the morning and it's still windy like this, then it's not going to be worth it. Because it'll be about 20 degrees colder tomorrow morning. And so if it's windy like this, I don't know. Nobody's really been out on this trail recently. Somebody on a mountain bike. The dirt is soft. I can see my dog's prints. Ooh. Oh man. You can tell there's new trees that have fallen off or fell over here recently. Man, this cloud is just cruising. Trying to hold it still so you can see how fast it's moving, but it's like a little, looks like it could spit snow, but it's so small it ain't gonna, that's for sure. But man, for those of you who know me, you know I hate the wind, so for me to actually be out here, the only reason why is because my little butthead here being cooped up in the van so long, definitely needed exercise, even though when we first got here, she was excited, like running around, exploring whatever, because she's been here before. But after a bit, even the wind and the cold got to her. Like I said, it's not even really that cold, it's just the wind makes it feel cold. But she, like it didn't take her long at all to jump back up in the van and jump up on the bed. I'm trying to do things. And mounted a couple more little basket shelvy things in the van and did some other things, and she's like, I'm good, I'll just stay up here on the bed. And she looked at me and I was like, oh, I know what you want, because the back door was open because I was accessing all my tools. And so she was staring out the back door and the sun was shining on her, but she was still cold. She was looking at me, I'm like, you want your blanket, don't you? So I put my blanket over the top of her, and man, she was like loving life. She was able to just stare out the door. She wasn't sleeping, she just wanted to look out the door. Well, it's probably because I've only been here for a few hours, but here I am running uphill. I'm not feeling the elevation at all, because I'm about 2,000 feet higher, almost 3,000 feet higher compared to where I was yesterday. try and do a nice little longer run, and I will live stream as much of it as I can, but pretty much once I get up to over here, once you drop down, I lose signal. I think I gain it back further back, but I don't think I would lose the stream if I kept it up, but I don't know. Well, that sun is actually fairly warm. Wow, that feels nice on the legs. It's the wind. Like I can feel it, but it's not really like so much too low on the ground. She did sleep for a little bit early this afternoon. Makes sense. I woke up pretty early. Didn't stop for the night until really late. It was midnight by the time we pulled in somewhere to go to get some sleep. For whatever reason, she refuses to sleep anymore while we're driving. In fact, she doesn't even sit. Like when she stopped sleeping, she would at least just sit over in the seat, watch the world go by. Now she stands up. She won't even sit. She's like standing the whole time, leaning against me. I don't know what her deal is, but she needs to stop it. Oh, the views over there. I'm actually gonna zoom in for you guys. Just looking over at southern Utah. See if I can zoom in. Look at that. Probably zoom in a little more even. Maybe. There we go. Like so cool. That would be like, that's looking towards Bryce. That should be like the southern end of Bryce. Grand Escalante is up here. Like on a, if you know what you're looking at, you could even see a little bit of the southern end of Canyonlands even. And then if you were, we can't see because of the horizon's in the way right here, but further up this way, well, there's actually just on this ridge down that way is a viewpoint which is spectacular. But on that viewpoint you can see Zion even. So I think we're almost to the road crossing. But I think what we'll do is we'll hit the road. Oh no, are we at the road crossing? We can't be at the road crossing already, right? Oh no, see, there's shady spots, still a little snow. Yeah, we're not at the road crossing yet. I was like, there ain't no way we're at the road crossing with only 0.8 miles. That's kind of crazy being here this time of year. It actually looks so much different. It's like you can see more because there's not as much, greenery actually kind of crazy. Even looking down into this drainage is kind of crazy. Drop down and hit that road and then go back to the highway and then take this trail back, maybe. That might be an idea. Somebody just since the last time we've been here, people have been guessing these trees blew down, so they had to cut them up. But that's new. So you got this tree up here that's leaning over the trail too. So there is a lot of trees that have blown down. Some of these dead trees. So I need to take another look-see around my van just to make sure I'm not going to get hit by a widowmaker. See, this looks sus. I don't really want to run under that. Because you got a dead tree leaning against a dead tree with this wind. As heavy as this tree is, that is not. Just going to go around it. My dog don't care though. Yeah, the wind's kind of at our back right now. Going back is gonna suck. This is just an outback. Ooh, the wind is stronger. Try and get a 1.5 miles to get a 5K in, but and this lies, by the way. That is not correct, those distances. Same thing with this. I had to tell some through hikers that this sign was not correct. They got to hear, no, we're not going that way. It says 2 miles to Highway 89. It is almost 3.5. They were sitting up at where I stopped to show you guys the view. They were just sitting there eating a little snack, taking in the views. I stopped and I was talking to them, and they're like, because I offered them if they needed a, so it's getting later in the day, so I was like, if you needed a little campsite or whatever. You know, I'm like, from where they were at, I was about 4 miles down the trail where I was camped at. And they're like, no, we're we're going to go into Kaibab for a few days. They had an Uber coming, and so they were just taking a break because it was going to be here at, I don't know, it was like half hour or whatever, and I was like, oh, well, I should probably let you know then that it's actually about 3 miles to the highway, not the 2 that the sign said back there. And they're like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. Like, oh, crap. So I started packing up so they could get over there. Because they were just thinking they had like a mile left because of what that sign said. I did not eat the healthiest today. Other than for lunch, I did have a can of soup. It wasn't too bad. It was only like 300 calories or something for the entire thing, even though I think it was like 2 servings. So I think it was, well, I guess it would be close to 400. I think it was like 180 calories per serving or something like that. But I also had, for breakfast, I had freaking like a honey bun and what else did we have? A couple other little Debbie snackies. Back in here would be really cool, but there's like a really cool campsite back here. But the cell service is shit. Because of course you're dropping down, so like that's why I gotta be careful here, because we're probably gonna lose signal, so I gotta keep an eye on it. But there is a cool campsite back down here. Pretty dang cool campsite. My Starlink right now is not. It's kind of blocked, so it's not giving the best signals. But I think I might try and put it up on the way the wind is. I don't have like a good mount for it up on top of my van, so I don't really want to put it up there and have the wind blow it off. You know, we gotta climb back up on this hill. What are we doing? I don't want to vert. I'm gonna get a little bit of it though. We're already got a whole 79 feet. I'll have over 200 by the time we're done. Well, probably not actually. Who knows? Should have changed my tile because we're not on the AZT now. Nobody's driven back here lately. Probably hasn't been anybody back here since hunting season. Even then, there might not have been anybody back here because that's when we were here was in hunting season, and we went up to another place a little bit higher, but we stayed one night over there, and it was pretty snowy then. There's a big old hunting camp. Not too far away from where we were at. Probably about, we went back in on one of these little roads. Easily a good 1.5 miles. And there's like, it's kind of a cool spot because if you're any bigger than my van, you ain't making it back there. signal. Actually, well, we'll chance it and come down just a little bit further. Looks like, is there somebody down here? There ain't no way. Otherwise there would have been so many of them were on the tracks. So they left their freaking camper down here. It must just be snow. I did not tie my shoes tight enough. This downhill, I can feel my shoes, my socks slipping a little bit. My shoes. Oh, there's nobody down here. I got a signal back, so we'll keep going for a little bit. Oh, it's just the snow, I'm guessing, down here. It is a nice spot, though. Secluded, but also because it's so secluded, like you have to drive all the way down here before you can see if there's anybody camping out here. Okay, here's a campsite. The only problem is I'd have to park way down over here in order to use my Starlink, and even then it's not going to be the best. There's a nice campsite down here, though. Like, you don't have to worry about a Starlink, and even if you do have to worry about a Starlink, I mean, you'd get good enough to do some stuff. You wouldn't be able to play Fortnite or anything, but okay, time to head back. Now we're gonna go back. I was like, what the fuck? That was not far enough. Oh, we're pooping again. That's a double poop today. Good girl. Oh my goodness, such a good poop. I mean, really, if you had a long enough cord, you could set your Starlink up way up here. It would still be not in the best location. Part of me that was like, oh man, I want to be like, even as warm, I'll use that term loosely, as it is here, I still want warmer. And so there's a part of me that really didn't want to stop here, but it's actually stayed pretty warm in the van. I left my windows open, and by open I don't mean like open, I mean I didn't put the screens up so that the sun could heat up the cab, and it did. And it inside of my van, even when I had the back door open, it was staying 60, 61 degrees in there. As soon as I shut the back door, like right before we left, it was still 70 degrees. Inside, which was nice. Okay, definitely feeling the uphills. Oh, now we're doing the potties. My goodness. Okay. We'll just take our time through here, this little section where I get a little bit of signal before we have to push up the next top of the hill. I do not feel like running up hills, but sometimes we don't get to do what we want to do. I want to grab, Michael Wardian posted a 100-mile little training block thing. I kind of want to go grab it because he posted it publicly, and I kind of want to go grab it just as a coach. I love like seeing what other coaches are doing. Like, I mean, I'll always do my own thing, you know. Of course, that sounds horrible. I don't do my own thing. I do what works, but for each athlete. I personalize everything for each athlete. I mean, I don't, so I'm not going to take somebody's, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not going to take another coach little cookie cutter plan and apply it to everything. I just like looking to see other coaches' philosophies and stuff. Take a little look-see at it. And he even said when he did it that, you know, it goes against everything that he does as a coach. He's like me. He personalizes everything. But his, I think it was his sister-in-law, somebody is going to run Canyons 100-miler this year, and she just wanted like a complete thing just to use. For some reason, I don't remember what he said the reason was, but so since he was doing it, he was gonna post it publicly so anybody else could grab it and do whatever they want to do with it. He just saw the notification. What? Well, as you can see, we did not go all the way to Black Canyon like I was planning, because when we got here, there being no snow up here this time of year, I was like, I gotta take advantage of this. So I think we'll actually stay up here until probably Monday morning. Unless I start getting too cold. But it's also, like, it feels cold and chilly right now, but air temperature is not that bad. It's like, it started to cool down, so I think maybe it's probably like 47, 48 degrees. I think the low tonight is only supposed to get down to like 30, 32, so not too bad actually. But we'll see. If it's windy like this tomorrow morning, we will probably be leaving. I hate the wind. But even when we first got here around lunchtime, it wasn't windy. So this just picked up, and I remember that that from, like, most of the time when I'm up here in the afternoon, it usually starts getting windy. And then later on in this evening, it usually dies out. But we'll see. Nari wants to keep going, but I'm trying to live stream, so I gotta stay where I have signal. Oh, somebody's driven here just recently. I did all the things today. A fully registered Montanan now. Yeah. Did you end up getting a parking pass? Is that why you were asking me what lot I was in? I should have just given you mine, and then because there's like nothing on it necessarily to reuse. I just forgot to. I was gonna take it back just to make sure that they had they weren't trying to bill me for a new month. I just forgot. Okay, we're going back. Ari's like, what? That's bullshit. We've been on this trail already. We got further to go. Did? Okay. Oh, now I'm looking at the sun. I can't read. If I decide it's not worth it, it's no biggie. Yeah. I mean, I say this as somebody that had to pay for monthly in DC. That's cheap. What is it, like $70 a month or whatever? It's cheap. No, it's leaving me. Too warm, but that wind felt so cold. I didn't want to get too cold. I would have been perfectly fine in that other coat. So I'm wearing my puffy coat. Well, I can check my mailbox. I get back in February and be like, they'll probably charge me like 2 months. Like, wait a minute, I told you guys to stop it. I keep breaking in and out, like video wise or audio wise, because if it's audio, it's the wind. But video-wise, I should be good. I'm running 6 megabytes. So I don't know why I would be picking up video-wise. It says I'm running 30 FPS at 6 megabytes. Audio makes sense because how windy it is. Okay, we're not going under the tree. We're going this way. We're going around the tree. To have a tree land on me. No trees landed on me. the sun is directly over the trail here. I trip and fall flat on my face. Dog's eating snow. She had a big drink before we came out here. She must just want to be like, Arizona snow. I love this vintage. Gas. Almost looks like the Forest Service or somebody came through here spraying weeds. What are you eating? Some sort of poop. Come on, don't eat poop. You got food at your dish, you fool. I love when you look down the trail and you see like all these old burnt stumps or whatever, and it looks like some big animal staring at you. And then it even gets you more worried when your dog stops and looks in the same direction, and then you're second guess, like, I thought that was a stump. Was that actually an animal? when now that I get close, it's like clearly a stump. Like. It's a state park, and you can drive out there with your vehicle and camp out there for like, 2 weeks or whatever. Really wanted to do it for the last 2 years. Yet, I can never fit it into my schedule. So I was like, I could do it this year, except I won't be able to train. I don't know. Maybe in March, maybe I could, but oh no, I can't do it in March either because I'm working. I don't know. The only thing that sucks is March or the days are not like I'm not going to make a lot of money working those days. Like a lot of weekends I can make, you know, 500 or more, depending on what the job is. But these jobs are so small that I don't know, I'd have to figure it out, but probably $250, $300 is all I'm going to make, based upon how many hours of work it'll be. Like, I would guess at the most I'm probably looking at 3 hours. I don't know. I'll have to just negotiate with them. This up here, I always there's like this little flat part up here. It almost makes you think like there's used to be a building there, but there never has been. It's just the way the rocks are naturally. But if you could get up there, like in a van, that would be like an awesome little campsite. Now, if there wasn't so much dead trees on the ground, I could drive up there in my van, but then I'd be yelled at by the Forest Service. Like, my van has enough ground clearance and everything that I could make it up there. It should be running right now, but there's no wind that I can feel. So I'm like, just taking my time, enjoying it. This ground is so soft too that my footprints and her footprints are just sunk into the dirt. And that tells me that other than like one mountain bike, nobody has been on this trail for a long time. A long time. It's kind of goopy, so I think I'd just be making a mess all over the front of my face if I tried to do it. We're almost back to the van, so I can just use a Kleenex. Let me get back there. The dog's left me again. Guess we'll try and catch up to her. She knows that we're close to the van, so oh my god, she's actually already back there at the van. Scared the shit out of me. There's a tree leaning against another tree and it moved and it sounded like somebody was talking all of a sudden. Oh, my dog's right there. All these pine cones on the ground. Hi, sweet girl. Are you having fun? She's like, hells yeah, I am. Hells yeah, I'm having fun. She's like, it's not 20 degrees out. I'm not running through snow. She's like, this is nice. Before we go to bed though, I'm gonna put a reindeer sweater on her, just so I don't have to keep waking up and making sure she's covered with a blanket. I had to do that last night because where we stayed the night last night, it was freaking cold and snowy, and just getting out of Montana was quite the adventure. The road was actually not too bad until I got just north of Big Sky. It started to get pretty blizzardy, and then when we hit the Yellowstone National Park boundary, it was like those roads were nasty, questionable, one might say. Let me change cameras. It's actually, it feels like it got warmer out here. Like my hands not being in the gloves actually don't feel too bad. You're an aeroplane. But like shortly after we went through the gate at National Park, at the Yellowstone National Park, which is what, like 20 miles north of West Yellowstone, we were stopped by the park rangers. And it was down to single lane traffic, and then we got up there and a semi had gone off the road into the ditch. They had a big heavy haul tow truck that was trying to pull them out. And then we got to West Yellowstone, head towards Idaho, and we got stuck behind a freaking snowplow for an hour doing 35 miles an hour. Again, on questionable roads. It was actually better on that side, but... And then it was like iffy. If once we got into Idaho, things were wet, but you know they were wet because they put salt on the road instead of it just being wet. So I was like, am I gonna hit any ice? Am I not gonna hit any ice? I was gonna put something right there and I forgot what it was already now. What was it, sweet girl? Then it is. Hello! We are currently in northern Arizona. And in a few days, we will be down by Phoenix. Because we have to work next week. Okay, I'm going to put this right here for now. We're going to stick it right there. Stick it where the sun don't shine. Now the sun is shining. Well, the sun's shining on me, but where the camera is, the sun isn't shining. Okay. Good run, sweet girl. We did just over a 5K. Just enough to say we did something today. And then tomorrow we'll push pretty far and hard, if you know what I mean. I like to push it hard for long periods of time, if you know what I mean. Why is your ball way over there? Why is your ball way over there? I don't know how her ball got over there. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some Kleenex. Be right back. You got your ball? Are you showing off your ball to everybody? Is that what you're doing? It's all muddy now. I don't want to touch it. Had your slobber and now dirt all over it. Okay, that was kind of gross. Oh, there's a little dirt inside that snot. Okay, let's hang out in here where it's not so windy. Even my dog's like, way better hanging out in here. So I don't feel like getting in the stream yet. I can just chat with people. I mean, I could change the category to just chatting, but why? Okay, I don't need that hat on. I need to make me my super greens. Oh yeah, I didn't put this in there. I gotta put my car insurance card, I guess, just got. We gotta take care of that. Figure out which one is what here. Okay, we need that one. We don't need this one. Go play. Because once that sun goes down, it's going to start getting pretty cold out here. What's everybody been up to? Hi, sweet girl. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you being a silly girl? Are you being a silly girl, huh? I should plug that in for tomorrow. Get a little bit of water in here, rinse this out real fast. There we go. I'm gonna run out of water before I even get started. Oh, I need a better place to put this. I guess I could put it on the gimbal, but I was thinking about I'll have to look and see distance-wise, but I plan on going to U.S. Cross Country Nationals just because it's so close this year. But I would like to go down to Tucson. If I go down to Tucson, then I'm going to use all the water I want because I can fill up down there for free. Otherwise, not a big deal, because if I decide to go through Flagstaff over, because it's in Lubbock is where the cross-country nationals are. So if I decide to stay in the Black Canyon area, until then and just drive through Flagstaff, it would only cost me like freaking, what is it, like not even $10 to fill up all my water, probably. So I think it's like $2 for 5 gallons or something like that. And I have 3 7-gallon tanks and 5 single gallons. What is that? 3 7s is 21, and an extra 5 is 20. So I'm carrying 26 gallons. But it used to, when it was just me, it was lasting. Hi, sweet girl. Hi. That much water was lasting a long time. Like, oh gosh, dang, it would last me. Oh, I forgot I wanted to do that. It should be okay, I think. Well, actually, I could just do it really fast using my drill. But that much water when it was just me would last like almost 3 weeks. The last time we traveled together, we ran out of water in like 8 days. Although it won't be as warm this time, but I'm gonna grab the just put that up there. Ooh, I did not clean my toilet before we left. Oh, that is stinky. I forgot to pop it because of the pressure of being up here, higher altitude. So I had to pop it, and man, depressurize that. Yeah, it was stinky, huh? My dog is like, whoo, whoo, whoofies. Yeah, that's stinky. That is stinky. Okay, well, I think what I'm going to do is grab my drill really fast. Actually, I think I'm just going to end this stream because not a whole lot of people. And I'm going to get some work done, and it is almost dinner time. So I don't know what we're going to have for dinners. What are we going to have for din-dins? I don't know, we'll figure out something. But my messy bed because of my dog. But I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, as long as it's not like this outside, because it'll be a lot colder and windy, and I will be in a bad mood for motivation. So, but anyways, that's gonna be it, everybody. Wow, look at my beard. You want to climb in the back, don't you? You want to go back here? I'm in the way, I know. All right, bye everyone. Love y'all, and I'll see you guys next time.